Greetings. My name is John Tanner, and I'm standing with Harold. Now, if you've been to the planetarium before, you've met Harold, right? We're underneath the planetarium dome, and this is the machine, this is the planetarium. We call him Harold, but he's really a universal type Zeiss-Jena planetarium star projector, and this machine is 41 years old, and it's amazing it still works. But we've been using parts of the Calgary Planetarium and Toronto Planetarium to keep this thing going, taking pieces off, adding it on here. As this was made East German technology, right? This is like old stuff. I did the first show in here, and still here 41 years later. Still works, hanging in there. That was an exciting time, actually, the late 60s, when Harold was first starting to work here, because it was the psychedelic revolution, and 4th Avenue, Summer of Love, and so there was lots of great old bands there. And then the years progressed. It was 1976, and Elvis Costello was on the scene, and all this sort of new wave music, Talking Heads. So on Vancouver Cable 10, we started to do a regular show on Sunday nights called Nite Dreems. And yeah, 1976 to 1983. Many years of volunteering for Vancouver Cable, yes. What are we watching here? I'd like to remind you, folks who are bored with television, and even though it's in French, on the French channel 26, a movie this Wednesday night at 12:20, late movie called Blow Up, with David Hemmings and Vanessa Redgrave. Now this movie, although it will be in French, has an incredible classic bit in it in which the Yardbirds perform the selection Stroll On. So if you get a chance to see that, just for the Yardbirds, it's well worth it. When I first started doing this show, actually there weren't very many videos, so it was more like records. We were playing records. We'd have the turntables set up and the cameras would shine on the records turning around. I would come in with NASA footage, which we had here, and it was, public domain stuff, spaceships blasting off and space scenes. I had hours and hours of this. So I would bring the reels down to Cable 10 and we'd run them through, put them on video, and then I'd program in this stuff to run with music. And so we'd have some sort of effect going if it wasn't just the record going around. There'd be occasional videos. I remember one of the first ones we had was Gino Vanelli, I think. Some pretty funny stuff when we look back at it now. And somewhere around it was the late 70s, I guess, maybe 79, somewhere in there, when we got my radio buddy from LGFM, J.B. Shane, involved with the program. And that's when things really started getting really crazy.
This is great for the circulation. It's incredible. I don't know why, Lloyd and those guys on the networks can't try their newscast in a simulated Hatha Yoga position.
Let's just use one camera tonight. I can't face two of them. There is a movie being made now in Hollywood called Altered States. It's very quiet on the set. Nobody's talking about it. It's from Paddy Chayefsky's book. It's about a man who goes through a metamorphosis, like we do every day. And this one here, Ken is using some incredible visual effects. I think as far as special effects go, we've taken it almost too far with a lack of substance in the way of sci-fi. So what they're doing now is utilizing special effects back into the horror genre. And the two movies to watch out for, as I mentioned, along those lines are Altered States, Ken Russell's movie. Can I scratch myself? And I've got an itch so bad. It's just plane rash coming in from Los Angeles. 2 hours on that flight yesterday. It was really difficult dealing with it. You go through no time changes, but how many feet we were up in the air. I can't stand plane travel.